Hi, I'm Keith with Tour Collierville, and we are here today for our 2 Minute Tuesday with John Aitken. John is the Superintendent of Collierville Schools. Did I say that?
You said it perfect.
Great. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. We always like to start off with just tell us a little bit. I think most people know you, but tell us a little bit about you personally, how you got to Collierville, or you live in Collierville.
Gosh, yes. Yeah, I moved to Collierville in 1983. We laugh, and we had one elementary, one middle, and one high school. Then I started teaching and coaching in Shelby County at Collierville High then. Coached basketball, taught geometry and advanced math, pre-cal.
Oh, I can't do any math at all. I can hardly add. So, yeah.
Well, I spent 9 years there coaching, and I moved to administration. They had just built Houston High School in Germantown.
Okay.
So I became an assistant principal there, did that 5 years, and then became principal at Houston High School for 11.
Okay.
So from that point on, I moved to central office. They twisted my arm, and little did I know what was about to happen to me, but I went to Shelby County Schools central office when we were all one big district.
Gotcha.
Did that for a little over 6 months. The superintendent took a medical leave. I was made acting superintendent, so I was thrown into the fire, and then he retired when he came back. And I was named superintendent in 2009.
Okay.
So I had a couple of years of fun, and then Memphis City Schools decided to go out of business, and I was superintendent of Shelby County Schools at the time. So the next couple of years for me were spent in federal court.
Wow.
During all of that litigation.
Man.
Worked through that fun, but then actually retired. Started consulting with 4 of the 6 municipalities as they tried to form their own school districts, even that far back. As you mentioned, I've lived in Collierville now since '83. Decided to stay home. My kids went to school here, raised my family here. Just really appreciated what the town brings. So came out of retirement and started the school district, and we're now in our 5th year, believe it or not. It's blown by crazy, and a lot has happened in our school district during that time. And just personally, I'm a husband, Jody, who just recently retired as a neonatal intensive care nurse. We have 3 kids, 2 boys, Bruce and Shay, and a daughter, Hallie. Hallie teaches at the high school.
Awesome.
And then she has blessed us with 2 3-year-old boy-girl twins.
Wow.
So Azy and Truett. So that's where I spend any spare time.
Yeah, right.
Now.
Yeah.
So glad to be here and glad to have the job I do.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I think Collierville and just knowing Collierville, a lot of people move to Collierville because of the schools. That's one of the biggest reasons they move here. So you may arguably have the most important job in Collierville. That's why
a lot of pressure there.
A little bit.
The mayor and I, and the police chief and fire chief, because anybody will tell you a safe community and great schools.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
bring people.
Absolutely.
So
they're all aboard too. Right. What does that look like? An important job? What's a day in the life of John Aitken? What do you do as a superintendent?
It's interesting. We laugh around the office that no one day is the same. I typically I'm a high school guy. I've taught and been involved in high school, so I'm an early riser. I typically get to work 6:15 every morning, and then start kind of going through emails. Unfortunately, that's 24/7 now, so you know if one's waiting on you when you get there. But you start going through meetings, working with my secretary on sitting, go to a lot of meetings, do a lot of civic organization meetings, and I like to brag on the school system. I do. I like to go talk to anybody that wants to, but you handle parent conferences, you handle anything involving school, the day-to-day minutia that sometimes happens. But a lot of my job now is, or for the last couple of years, has been wrapped up in the new high school, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's changing a little bit as we're kind of finalizing some things there. And I can kind of get back. The thing I enjoy the most is going to schools and interacting with kids, especially the little ones. When you're having a bad day at the office, you go down to a kindergarten classroom and life's good.
Oh yeah, everything. There's a different mindset for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. So, like you said, a lot of your time's been caught up in the new school. How's it going now that everything's open?
Well, it's going well. We've got the academic part open. We're still pushing some of the athletic pieces, and that was done purposefully. We knew when we ran out of room at the what's now West Collierville Middle, the old high school on Bahia. Our priority was getting in the academic building, so we scheduled that first. And then the rainy season got us a little bit this past spring, kind of on some of our grading things with some of the athletic fields. So we're trying to finalize those things now, get the turf to grow, and make sure that that's ready before we can move in. But it's gone well. A typical construction project, you have little bitty things that happen that you have to fix.
Yeah, keep it up though. Is there anything that you would have done different? Are you happy with everything?
Well, I've been extremely happy with everything. If I'd have had $50 more million, and who knows
Right.
what I'd have done. You know, a lot of we laughed earlier. You know, $100 million doesn't get you everything you want.
It's
you know,
crazy,
it is. You know, we built it big,
Right.
but we've got 2,800 students almost in the building right now. We built it where we could comfortably handle 3,300. So as Collierville grows, we've got to watch that a little bit. But
Do you see it going there pretty quickly? What do you
not during my tenure. If the economy stays like it is and people keep moving out this way, I think 10 or 12 years you'd have to look at some expansion. And we put some of those plans in mind. You've got some wings that you could expand.
Okay.
We bought 156 acres, so we've got a lot of room that if we needed to build some separate buildings like a ninth grade academy, some of those things are things we've discussed.
Gotcha.
So, you know, I think we're comfortable for a lot of years, and moving the high school out and then making the old high school West Collierville Middle, then changing Shilling Farms Middle to Shilling Farms Elementary gave us a lot of elementary room, particularly on the south side where we're growing to. So I feel very comfortable with the way we've designed things.
Gotcha. So any expansion, it would be a while, but still any expansion would happen at that same facility. That's the plan.
That's the talks we've had so far, yes.
Gotcha. So if I were a parent, what would be the main reason I would want to send my kid to Collierville school?
Well, I think you've got, all schools are good. We have 6 elementary, 2 middle, and then 1 high school. All of our test scores rank right at the top of the state. You've got a nice parent support at all of our schools. You have safe schools. And you've got facilities. We've been, besides building a new high school, we've been converting some schools, keeping up to date with the latest safety technologies. But the main thing is it's kind of a family atmosphere. I've always liked the community of Collierville because it has rallied behind all of our schools, particularly when we formed our own school system. So you're gonna get state-of-the-art curriculum, state-of-the-art facilities. You've got good administrators and teachers at every school. So my gosh, I raised my kids here. What better endorsement can I give than putting them in these schools? Sure.
Yeah, gotcha. And is it if I look at it from a student perspective, what are they most excited about?
Well, at the high school, they're obviously excited about the facility, but I'm equally excited about the facility and its expansion. And we had some opportunities. We're able now to offer some programs. I like to laugh that the pendulum has kind of swung back, where we're now we have great academic programs. We have every AP class, dual enrollment class known to man pretty much that you offer, so our kids can get college credit at schools. But now we're offering some college and some career classes and some of the old vocational classes that you used to talk about, welding, culinary arts, shop, all of those things are coming back. Started a nursing program where a student can go through and come out with college credit and a certified nursing assistant certification when they leave.
Really, right when they leave the high school.
So
that's
a lot of those programs are in a partnership with TCAT, Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Southwest, and Memphis. So kids are getting dual enrollment also in those courses where they'll get college credit, they get certifications, but they also get a leg up on some hours in college, and it's all through lottery money, dual enrollment. It doesn't cost them anything other than the lottery.
That's awesome. Are they taking to it?
Oh yeah, they blew up this first year we offered, and I expect them to grow. Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. Is there anything that you want to say? I know that you had said. I'll go back. You had said that there's still some things to be open. The academic part is open. There's still some things that you're trying to get open.
Right, and athletics. We've got a soccer football stadium. We were delayed in opening it because just not scheduling wise mainly, but just making sure it was right. Field house, bleachers. All the electronics and the AV piece that have to go in there. So we're working our way around now from fall sports to spring sports. We've got the indoor turf facility, the practice facility, which has weight rooms and offices. We're frantically trying to get that open as well, where students. And then the next push will be our practice fields, which are grass. So the spring sports right now are kind of in limbo, whether the grass is going to be ready. We'll have grass, but do we want to run it through one season? Or let it get established and do the things you need to do and do it for the long term. So that's kind of the decision we still have left to make.
Gotcha. But as far as basketball, gymnasium, all that,
basketball's ready. They've been playing volleyball and practicing in there now. We've had Pep Rallies. The inside part of the school building is ready.
Gotcha. That's awesome. So how's is the energy pretty good?
It's
over there?
great.
Pep Rally's
Sure.
pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
almost 3,000 in there, so it was buzzing pretty good.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it, things that I forgot we put in the design, we've got the Dragon Walk that connects the academic gym out to the turf facility, and it has speakers. So the same music that was piping into the Pep Rally was coming through the Dragon Walk speakers, and so when we have any kind of grand entrances or whatever out to the football stadium, if you wanted to do graduation in the future, you could pipe in music. The band practices there, and it was a neat deal. It was kind of neat to watch.
Yeah, gotcha. That is cool. So, is there anything special planned for the first graduating class?
We're kind of talking about that now. We are having discussions about possibly having it on the turf at the football stadium because we do have the video board.
Yeah.
So we'd be able to. We got to work with our TV crew a little bit more and kind of get them coached up a little bit, but. That's always dependent on one thing, and that's weather.
Yeah.
So when you're talking Memphis in May, you're looking at rain, or you're looking at extreme heat. So you got to have a backup plan there too. But it would be exciting to stage and process the kids in through the Dragon Walk right in the stadium, and you could see them on the video board. But a little more planning to do on that one before we can say yes. We're
gotcha. Yeah, I'm sure it's a special time for this.
It's going to be neat. It's going to be neat.
That's awesome. So, open mic, is there anything that you want to say to anybody in Collierville about anything you do or school?
No, I just appreciate their patience and appreciate their commitment. I mean, everywhere I go on the stump about the support of the town of Collierville and its government and it's all of its departments. Because we've worn them out with needing support from the Collierville Police Department, the Fire Department, the General Services Department as we were trying to ramp some things up, but as importantly, the support from the town citizens. Because it's not often that you can start a school district and then a year and a half, 2 years later, you say, oh, by the way, we got to build something and I need $94 million. The alderman pulled it off, and I hope that their confidence has been seen by the looks of the facility, because everybody that I bring in from the outside, when I walk them in the facility and they see the complex, they go, wow.
Oh, it's
and
impressive.
I brought other superintendents in and they say the same things, but more importantly, the kids. Are the kids getting what they're supposed to have, academics, and I think they are, and we're offering everything under the sun for them to join anything, organizations, because we now have the room. So really excited about all the programs.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I'll end with rumor has it that you got a couple more years and then you're going to retire. Is that
not a rumor?
Not a rumor? Yeah, that's real. Yeah.
No, they extended my contract last summer through June 30th, 2020, and I told them no more after that. So,
gotcha.
Because this is year 39. So I've been doing
wow.
it a while. So
That's
you figure if you check off 40 years, that's a pretty good career. I'll be 62 years old. If I want to, I can start drawing Social Security. But the last couple of years has been pretty tough.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's been hectic, but very rewarding once we've gotten to the end of it. But it's been 24/7 for the last couple of years, and I've missed some things with the grandkids, and I'll be ready to spend some time with them, and I'll have opportunities to do other things. I mean, I've got a lot of interest, but I can do it on my own time because it's 24/7 job now. It doesn't go away.
I can imagine.
But I appreciate y'all having me on here.
Yeah, absolutely, and we appreciate all you do, and appreciate you giving that 24/7. You've done a great job.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.